Okay, guys, here's for Leo. This one is interesting because this is, I would say, the most important mineral for your health, magnesium, specifically magnesium phosphate. And if you look to Leo's planet, it's the sun, and that is the most significant planet in the sky. You can't get a moon burn or a Jupiter burn, but you can get a sunburn. Look at how bright and prominent, and you can't even really feel the other planets, but you can feel when the sun's shining on you. So for this one, magnesium is paired with the sun, and they're both incredibly important. The sun allows other nutrients and minerals to absorb up to 80% better. So does magnesium. Magnesium allows other minerals to absorb into the cells better. Specifically, what is spoken about a lot is calcium, also iron. So, for some people who think maybe astrology doesn't have an effect on our health, go stand in the sun or go stare at the sun. It's one of the main planets. We go by our sun sign. It affects us greatly. It changes our hormones, changes our vitamin D levels, increases mineral absorption, changes the melanin in your skin, changes your skin chemistry. It's alkaline. The sun is alkaline. It alkalizes you. I think it burns away acidic mucus in the skin, and that's how you get the suntan, because it's alkalizing and reducing mucus in the skin. The sun is very important. The body part for Leo is the heart, and the sun is the heart of this realm. In Spanish, the word for heart is corazón, the core. And that's what the sun is. It's the core of this realm, and it's the core personality of you. Your sun sign is your core personality. So magnesium is a core mineral. You really need it. It helps you relax like the sun does. The sun makes, when you're out there laying in the sun and it's not too hot, it's very sedating. And so is the mineral. And it's like the animal for Leo, the sleeping, lazy lion. Leo is the circulatory system, kind of how the sun circles around us. Leo is also the blood, the motor nerves, and the back and sides near the heart. That's all the signs of Leos. You'll notice they stand with their chest far out and proud. The proud lion. It's very noticeable, especially if they have some red, because Leos turn red from magnesium deficiency. Like I said in the last video, they get red ear tips. Sometimes the whole ear, but the tips of the ear. Sometimes the whole nose, but usually the side of the nose. Red blushing on the face, neck, and chest. And especially with alcohol, it's very enhanced, especially on the chest, I've noticed. They turn very red. Since this is the relaxant salt, you get all of the issues that manifest when you're not relaxed, like tenseness, muscle twitching, spasms, and that's because of an increase in calcium. Calcium is conductive. You'll have too much calcium in the tissues, and it's hyperconducting, and it's making muscles twitch. So magnesium is the transporter and the dissolver of calcium. So if you're missing magnesium, you have too much calcium. So you're overly conductive, you're tense, and you're twitching from the conductivity. In the calcium channels is like 80,000 times more magnesium than calcium. Or maybe it's some number, maybe it's 8,000. It's in the Magnesium Matters book by Dr. Dean. But the calcium channels are mostly magnesium. So, for your calcium to work and your calcium channels to work at their optimal function, you need magnesium. Emotional symptoms for this salt deficiency is impulsive people, quick acting people, addictions. Since this is a fixed sign, they tend to fixate on things, and they are addicted, and These are symptoms from a mineral book, not an astrology book. This is the symptoms from a book on minerals, and this is the signs to check if they're deficient magnesium. And it's addiction, mostly to gambling, alcohol, and tobacco. Leo are very known for gambling because they're all about playing and playing with their intuition. And then alcohol and tobacco, I think they try to supplement those for relaxants, while all the while they need magnesium. They have sensitive eyes, sensitive to light. And this here is from the mineral book, again, not astrology, but it says magnesium deficiency, a sign of it is being a drama queen. And that's what Leos are known for. I think everyone knows that these days. And another sign of the salt deficiency is going on and on and on, overly talkative, because they can't relax. They just keep going. And when you speak, you stimulate your parasympathetic because you're focusing on the exhale, and that helps them try and relax, but all the while they need this magnesium salt. They also have anxiety and lack maturity. That's pretty common with Leo behavior. And arrogance can also manifest through the salt deficiency, and chronic and constant nervousness. And the fixed signs have to do with chronic behavior. And that was all from the mineral book there. And look how close it matches Leo's behavior. So a lot of the descriptions for Leo is actually going off of their mineral deficiency. It's just amazing. And some other physical symptoms can be chocolate cravings. That means you need magnesium. Shooting pains, as along the lines, spasms and muscle paralysis, all issues with the heart and blood pressure, and estrogen dominance. That is something that is I found to be very true. A low pain threshold and calcium stones, also seasickness. So that was just some of the stuff that we have in our book that we wrote. It's basically a guidebook to help you read your own chart, or you could use it to read other people's chart in a medical astrology fashion. And in there are degrees, all 360 degrees, 30 degrees per sign. So you can look at the specific degree that your sun or moon is on in the sign, and it will have a very specific body part that it affects. So if you guys want a full reading, please book one with Crystal and I. And we go through all of this, and it's always very fun. And you can get to know yourself a lot better, and we can suggest remedies and things that can help you enjoy this life better. Thank you.